Hello and welcome to Laurindalandia. Today I'm going to be reading on what signs you're going to get before you meet the one. You can choose your pile by following your intuition. It can be the pile that you're most visually attracted to, or you can even ask in your mind, what is the pile for me? I do a personal reading, they are super affordable, and then my first link in description. Hello, pile one. So you chose this card that says, the work that I do is not an objective, it's a process of life, and I choose to enjoy it. And this came out in reverse. The sign that you're gonna get when you meet someone is you're gonna be very busy. Maybe busy with your work, you're gonna be working hard, probably you're going to be in a stage of life where you're not even focused on romantic relationships, you're not even focused on falling in love. Maybe it will even be the stage of life that you are actively single, actively trying to stay single and not focus on romantic relationships. It is a time where you are very focused in achieving a goal, most likely a goal that is related to your career, to your business, to making money. There also might be something here that during this time probably gonna go for a walk at night and see, like, I don't know how to say this, but like, you know, those lights that are colorful, and so people have it like at night turned on, like in a market or something. They have those colorful lights, almost like Christmas, but not really. I don't know how to say it, but you know, like those multiple light bulbs that usually is on top of like little markets or street food type vibe. To make it cute, the signs that you're gonna get before you meet this person is that you might go like on a walk more at night and go like walk by a place where has those type of light bulbs, like those colorful light bulbs. There is very something very nightly about it. You might also meet this person at night or in sunsets. There is also here something about with the color pink. You might see a lot of pink before you meet this person, like people dressing in pink or businesses that are pink. And maybe you're even gonna feel pulled to that color before you meet this person. I think you meeting this person is gonna be very unexpected. It's gonna be really in the time of your life that you're not even going to care about it, like you're not even looking for it. It might even be, for example, in fall or winter when like it's raining a little bit. It's not a lot, like a little rain. There's also something about the window with those types of, it's not a curtain, I wish I knew the words for this stuff, but you know those windows, the kind that have those curtains that they can pass like sun in stripes. I guess when you put your face in it, like your face is with stripes. Those types of curtains. There might be something with that. You might have that type of curtain, or staying at a place with that type of like sun blocker on a window. I guess I don't know the name for it, or may have you might have that reflection of the light in your room with like the stripes. There is here a lot of like stripes and dots. You might even see like people wearing dots, like dotted clothing. I'm seeing like a woman wear a black shirt with like white dots. But yeah, I think it's going to be very unexpected. I think you're not even going to be pay attention to that. I think it's going to be in a time where you're focused on everything but a romantic relationship. What signs are you going to get before you meet the one? What signs is my pile number one going to get before you meet the one? Yeah, it's going to be a time where you are very active, like doing a lot of stuff, focusing on work. There might even be something with swords. You might see swords like as decoration in a room. This can be like a ballroom, a cafe. Yeah, something with swords. It's going to be a time that you are, yes, very active. You might even visit a church or see a place where those are they have those tombstones, like with like here on this card with like the people there the, with the people there, with the statue of the people sleeping or not alive anymore. You might also go to a church that has this type of windows with like the colors and the drawings. But yeah, it's gonna be in the time that is very active. It's also gonna be in the time that you might feel like things are unfair. You might feel like things like are unfair around you. Maybe this has to do something with work. Maybe you've been working really hard to get something and you're not being able to get it, and you feel like other people are getting it way easier. Or you might even have an unfair situation at your work where people are treating you unfairly and badly, and like you don't deserve to be treated like that. You might be dealing with some unfairness here. Again, I'm being very called with dots. I think a big sign you're gonna get before meeting this person is you're gonna start seeing dots, like dots on clothing, dots on patterns, uh, dots like even in a wallpaper or a napkin. You're gonna start to see dots as a pattern, and I think the dots symbolize something. I think the dots symbolize like slow progress. This might be like this relationship that you're gonna have with this person might be a slow build. They might not be something that is like you meet them and you immediately fall in love and you guys are on this like intense journey. No, I think it's a very slow build situation. It's like little by little, because I think it's really at a time where you're not focused on a romantic relationship. I think to a certain degree you might even find this person a bit, he's not annoying. How to explain this? It's not that this person is annoying, but you might be finding this person being attracted to you and wanting to hang out with you a bit annoying because you are so busy and you are so occupied in other stuff. So you're like, I don't have time for this. Like, I am busy. I'm building a career. I'm building business. I'm building the rest of my life, right? I'm building generational wealth. Like, I'm busy with stuff. This might happen when your career is picking up, and imagine it's like you've been working for so long for a goal, right? And at some point you might even given up, and at some point you might even lost hope, and you've been working like for a long period of time in this goal. This can be months, even years, right? And nothing it was happening, and all of a sudden things start to happen. I'm hearing good things coming freeze. It's like your career is picking up. You're gonna start to like be successful, have clients, make money, be even famous, like have recognition, have good reputation. And then like imagine you encounter the love of your life. Like your career is picking up, things are going good, you meet the love of your life, right? And some also hearing like maybe the first thing has something to do with a house. Maybe you're gonna buy a home or live like in a home that you always wanted. Imagine that you always wanted to live alone. You're gonna finally live alone, like, or you always wanted to live in a home, but you always lived in apartments. You're gonna finally find a home that you like good things come in freeze. And I think this blessing of meeting the one comes with first your career picking up, because I think you might even meet this person in a work context. This can be that they work with you, or like they work near you. Imagine you meet them because you are guys were at an event or in the same building for work, right? Or they work with you, or they are near your workspace and environment. But yeah, at the beginning you might be like my career is finally picking up. Like I want to focus on that. I don't want to focus on love right now. And your feelings for this person might feel annoying a bit at the beginning, or even this person pursuing you. I don't think they're gonna go full out at the beginning, but they're gonna show a little interest. But not even that little interest, it might send you over the edge. You're like, no, my career is finally picking up. I've been working hard for this. I can do this right now. I need to focus and put my ducks in line. First career, then love. That is going to be your mentality. What signs are you going to get before you meet the one? My pile number one. Yes, career. Oh, look at this. Very focused on career. Very focused on career. Yeah, money, 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 money. Yes, this is going to happen when your career picks up, literally. This might even happen, for example, more specifically, it's not only when your career pick up, but this might happen, for example, when maybe you have a meeting in a different country or city. Maybe you need to take some sort of transportation for work, for an event, for a partnership. This might be something you might meet them when you kind of on travel. I'm also seeing a train. You might need to take a train to this location. You might have like basically a meeting to yeah, to a place, and you need to go to that place. That's a different city, or even if it's within your city, maybe it's like a more remote location that you need to take some sort of metro or public transportation, right? That is a specific. That is a specific that you're gonna meet them when you need to travel somewhere and to go somewhere via transportation. And this place, imagine, bigger confirmation for you if you live in a country that has water, like a lot of water, maybe near the sea or near a river or near a lake. If you had water near you, this is a big confirmation for you. Or this place that you want to go is near water. Lakes, rivers are sort of related to this. Yeah, I think when you meet them, you're gonna almost be blinded to them. You're not. I don't think you're going to realize that this person is the one for you because one, I think you're very focused on your work and focused on your coins and your money, and yeah, you're like you're putting your focusing energy on that. But I think it's also part of you that has given up on love. I think you might, when you meet this person, you might be on the stage of life that you almost given up on love, and you might feel like I'm never gonna find the one, like the one that doesn't exist, like I'm never gonna find love. And almost, I think, in a way, you are using your career as a sort of fulfillment, because I think maybe in the past you really tried to believe in love, you really gave love a shot, you really tried to fall in love and be in a healthy relationship, and simply it wasn't working out. And I think at some point you are like giving up, and you focus on what you can control, and what you could control was your career, what you could control was making your dreams come true. So you might be at this time that you like just before you meet the one, you might be using your career as a form of fulfillment because love has not given you fulfillment. You might be using money, which ain't nothing wrong with that, to fulfill you because you feel like love, that's a hopeless dream. Yeah, you might really have given up on love when you meet this person. That's why I think you're not going to be able to see them. You won't even find them a bit annoying because of that, because you're like, I already give up. I don't care. Like, I'm focused on my coins. Yes, this is gonna happen in a moment of time that you're gonna have probably a big opportunity to make money, a big opportunity in your career. You're going to be offered this big opportunity. This might even be the person that offers that opportunity. There might, like for some of you, be this dynamic. Then maybe this is like a business partner. Partner is giving Christian Grey. That's like the image that I'm having in mind. Is like imagine you doing a business partnership with the CEO at this company, and the CEO is really cute and really handsome, and you might like meet them and have those feelings, but like shove down those feelings because you're like, no, I'm here for business. I'm here focusing on my coin. This is also unprofessional. There might be like money involved in the situation. This person might be rich, or might be like, I think this person at least upper middle class. Like like this person, if he's not rich, they're good financially. They're not lacking in finances. They don't need to be rich, but like they are stable financially. I think, or it's this person that is going to offer you an opportunity to make more money, or is going to even pay you for like a business partnership, or it's you that has an opportunity to make more money, and this person or works with you or is in the environment of that opportunity to make money. This is also, I think this person is a very clear person. A sign that you know that they are the ones is that they have clear communication. They are not mean, but they are not sugarcoating as well. If they need to say something that, yeah, they're going to say what needs to be said. They're not going to be mean about it, but they're going to be straightforward. This is someone with clear communication. For example, this is not the type to make promises they will never deliver. No, if they are saying like in the future I'm going to do this, they're going to do that, and probably this person doesn't even make promises for the future. They are more of an action oriented, and like they are very clear in their communication. Hello, pile 2. So you chose this card that says, I trust fully in the intelligence that is within me to guide me to the right place. The universe supports me in a positive way. The signs that you're gonna get before you meet the one is that you're gonna be in a point of life that you're not sure if you are in the quote unquote right path or right place. I think you're gonna be in a point of life that you're not sure that what you are doing is a like right path, that you are committing to a right path for you. I think you're gonna have doubts in like is this for me, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing in my life? There is a lot of questioning of, am I in the right path, am I in the path that is for me? I think there is a lot of self-doubts uh, when you meet this person, and you're gonna be very doubtful basically of your own path and of your own journey, and if you are in the right path for you, because there is no wrong or right path. It's just like a right path for you, a path that is for you and authentic to you. This also might be in the spring. You might meet this person in the spring or the fall. Imagine signs that you're gonna see from them is gonna be leaves. For example, if this is in the spring, you're gonna see a lot of like beautiful leaves or even flowers blooming. If this is in fall, you're gonna see a lot of leaves on the ground. Uh, an extra sign will be to see a leaf on the ground in spring. If you see that, that is a big sign for you. There is a lot to do here with nature, uh, leaves. I'm also seeing like, you know, when people put leaves in a book, like, you know, the people that also put flowers in a book to preserve them. A big sign here of meeting this person is seeing like a preserved leaf or a preserved flower, or even go to a museum or see a book about flowers or herbs. Like, I'm seeing a book where there's like a flower or a picture of a flower or a flower that is pressed in there, and basically it's explaining like these, like the, I guess, the history of this flower, in the sense maybe they have the name of the flower in Latin, maybe they have like what can be used for their properties. This also might be a spiritual thing. It can be almost herbology. I don't know if I'm saying the correct name, but like seeing the properties of flowers and leaves. I'm also seeing cinnamon powder, spices. You might also go, for example, a spice shop where you have like jars of spices. Yeah, it's giving also, I'm seeing crystals. You might go to a spiritual shop before you meet this person, and you are in a spiritual shop with like powders, spices, crystal stones, that is like dedicated to spirituality. Incense can also be a thing. You might have just like bought incense, the smell of patchouli, like you might go to a store and smell the smell of patchouli, or even like Palo Santo, like you might buy yourself a Palo Santo, or go to a shop that has a smell of Palo Santo, or someone is burning Palo Santo. There is also, I'm seeing a lot of smoke from incense, Palo Santo. That is a big sign before you meet this person. And I think, imagine, I think maybe you're going to be in this journey. I'm seeing you kind of doubting the path that you are on. I see you questioning your life and looking at yourself and thinking, is this really like what I want? I think you're going to be in a point of life of self discovery, of inner discovery and thinking, what do I really want? How do I want to live a life that is fulfilling to me, right? You're going to be questioning the path that you are following, and maybe like thinking that you might have followed this path because it was told to you what will make you happy. Is like following the normal path of 9 to 5. Like you maybe were told that the 9 to 5 will give you stability and make you happy, and then a relationship will make you happy, and then a family gonna make you happy, and then kids will make you happy, and you will like you might be also living this corporate life, maybe staying in the business, trying to go up the corporate ladder because that was told to you that will make you happy, and that's a path that code to code you should follow. And at the time that you meet the one, just before you meeting the one, you might be on this journey of questioning if that is really for you, if the path that was told to you that will make you happy, if it was really the one for you. Maybe you are even questioning leaving your job. Maybe you had a job at the company for years and you slowly been going up the corporate ladder, but you are realizing that yes, you are being able to go up there, like you are being able to slowly go up the corporate ladder, but that is not making you more happy. Maybe it's even like making you less happy, right? You might even be questioning like, what is a job that is fulfilling to me? What is a lifestyle that is fulfilling to me? And questioning that normal path of 9 to 5, and yeah, questioning if it's really for you, if it's really something fulfilling for you. And you might have been this journey of self-discovery and turn to spirituality and experiment with things with spirituality, mindfulness as a way to self-discover, to tap into your body and intuition. What signs are you gonna get before you meet the one? Yeah, my phone number 2. There might also be here something with the legal system. You might walk by a court. I'm seeing like those courts that in front they have those statues of like the balance, right? The scale, like that have those statues and figures of somebody, or to symbolize justice, or to symbolize a man in history that I don't know what he did. There is also something here with these drapes, like these big ass curtains. I'm seeing a door with a curtain, like those drapes that serve kind of as a door. This door can be red, but I'm also seeing black. There might be something with that. Imagine when you meet this person, I think you also like a sign for you can also be seeing a scale, like a scale in the supermarket, like those type of old school scales. Those really old school, not the electronic ones, the old school scales, like those old school scales of yeah measuring. This can also be in the spiritual shop that you might be visiting. This scale might be golden or have a gold tint. Yeah, but there might be something here with the legal system. Maybe you are dealing with something legally. I'm not seeing like a big issue. I'm seeing maybe this can also be something with paperwork. You might be dealing with some sort of paperwork. This can be as simple as like doing your taxes or something, or filing some sort of form, or filing a report. There might be something here with paperwork for sure that you are dealing with, some sort of bureaucracy. Signs before you meet the one. What are the signs before you meet the one? My file number 2. I think when you meet the one, you are breaking some sort of generational trauma regarding money. This might be something, imagine, maybe your family experience some sort of lack mentality, and I think this can be also correlated to the thing of doubting your path. I think maybe your family experience some sort of lack mentality in the sense of like the only way to make money is to have a 9 to 5. Like they might have really imposed on you, like you really need to get a 9 to 5. Like imagine you really need to get to university, get a stable job and stay there. They might have really imposed that on you and saying, hey, for you to be able to survive, for you to be able to be stable, you need a 9 to 5 and you need to stay there as long as you can. Like that's your best option, right? And I think this was really imposed on you. You might even, when you were a kid and some creative endeavor, something that you like to do, like singing, writing, dancing, acting, but maybe that those creative endeavors were repressed by the people around you because they were like, you cannot survive from creativity, like you cannot make money from singing, you cannot make money from acting, like don't focus on that. And I think a lot of your creativity was repressed and a lot of your desires were repressed because you were told that it wouldn't lead you to a good life. And I think you were told and repressed these creative ideas because yes, like you were told that, right? You didn't have space to explore your creativity or passions. And I think during this time you're starting to realize that this belief system doesn't serve you. This belief system that the only way to survive and have a stable life is to be in a 9 to 5 that you're not passionate about. You are realizing that this is not for you, and you are in the verge of realizing that you need to follow your passions. I don't think when you meet them you're going to like fully have realized this, but you are in the verge of realizing that you need to follow what you're passionate about. And yes, you can make money from it. It might take like some years, it might take you building a repertoire, experience, business, networking. It might take a while, but you can indeed no, not only survive but have a good life with your creative endeavors. You can make money from your creative endeavors. You can make money from your dreams, and I think you are in the verge of going to the path of chasing your dreams. And this person that is the one might even be somebody that supports you in chasing your dreams, or even might even push you to chase your dreams. I think this is somebody that is really there almost like as a push for you to follow your passions and for you to follow your creative endeavors. This might be someone that, for example, they are stable financially and they are willing to hold the house down while you chase your dreams, right? Or if it's not that, it's like someone that gives you a lot of words of affirmation, like believes in you, trusts in you, builds you up, right? And it might even be like three options, all of them at the same time, right? This might even be someone that maybe you are resisting following your passions, and this might be someone that pushes you a little bit more. Like I'm seeing someone push. You, it's like someone forcing you to go to an acting class or someone forcing you applying for that acting job. Yeah, it's someone that is going to for sure support you or push you to chase your dreams. What are the signs that my phone number two is going to get before they meet the one? Yeah, you might even like imagine that armor. You might even visit a museum or a castle where they have an armor of the yeah, of the back in the day soldiers, right? You might even like see a horse or go to places where they have horses. I'm forgetting a stable. Go to a staple, where they have the horses. You must also see a brown jacket or buy a brown jacket that is a bit baggy. I wish I could say the name of the material. Like I got the material in my mind. Suede, yeah, a material. That type of material, I think it's called suede. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, but nature leaves is a big sign. Leaves, nature, leaves on the ground, flowers, they are a big sign. Bushes, yeah, a lot of leaves and flowers, and yeah. Let me know in the comments if you resonate with this message. If you like this video, give it a like, and if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings. I have my first link in the description. They are super affordable. By pile 2. And well, pile 3. So you choose this card that says, I trust and I know that everything is alright. The signs that you're gonna get before you meet the one is that you're gonna be in a stage of life that you are trusting how things turn out. You might be in a stage of life when you meet this person that you are stepping into the unknown. You don't know what is going to happen next. You don't know what the future looks like, but you trust that everything is okay. Like you trust that everything is working in your favor, and you might even be in this transition period. Maybe you're leaving a job to get to another job, or even maybe like you are living a completely different, like a lifestyle to a completely different one. Maybe you are living a lifestyle of a 9 to 5, of a normal quote unquote job, to like explore maybe an off-grid life, a cabin in the woods. Like instead of living in the city in apartments, you are exploring living like in a cabin in the woods, or maybe moving to the city, to the countryside. This isn't during a time that you don't know how things are going to work out. You are in a experience that you never experienced before, but you are trusting. You feel in your body that everything is working out in your favor. Like you feel so deeply that everything is all right. You don't know what is going to happen, but you know it's going to happen in your favor. They might be you're like also in the time where everyone is asking you, do you have any plans for this? How are you gonna do this? What's your plan to do this? What's your 5 year plan? What's your 10 year plan? And you're like, I don't know. But I trust that everything is happening in my favor. People might even question you, like, how can you know? How can you trust? And you're like, it's just a feeling. You want to be in the stage of life where, yeah, you don't know how things are going to turn out, but you feel that they are going to turn out all right. Very, you're very trusting yourself and the world. What are the signs that Nepal number 3 is going to get before they meet the Vivana? I'm seeing windows with a lot of sunlight, a lot of plants, a lot of greenery. You might go, for example, to a coffee shop or a place where they have like a lot of plants near the window, and there is sunlight beaming in these plants. Yeah, you might even be, for example, in the stage of life where you are questioning materiality, in the sense of like you might be going through a more minimalistic lifestyle. You might be realizing that, do I really need all this stuff? Do I really need to have all of these material possessions? Do I really need to have all this money to be happy? Do I really need all of this to be happy? Like you might be really questioning that whole mindset. Again, you might be someone who lives in a big city in an apartment, goes to 9 to 5 to have a good life, and you do have quality of life. But I think in this moment you are like questioning if that is really making you happy, and I think you are having desires of moving to the more countryside area, to live a more slow, simple life, to maybe even have a farm and have animals and live from what you planned, to have this almost also sustainable life, sustainable living. EP is giving EP, like having this more nomadic EP, connected with nature lifestyle. Less is more. You might be adapting that mindset, travel lightly. You might even be considering buying a van and just living off a van and traveling the country, or even traveling the world. You might even like be really into camping at a time, but just getting a tent, going somewhere and living that life. Living a life of very connected with nature and simpler than you were before. Rabbits are a big sign for you. If you see rabbits, this is a big sign before you meet the one. He roses. I'm seeing those walls that have like roses, like they have the wooden stripes. I don't know, and the roses climb there. Those types of walls. That's a big sign. I'm seeing also floral dresses. Those type of dresses that go to the ground. They don't like eat the ground. They just show a little bit of your feet, and like I'm seeing somebody wearing. I wish my English was better for this to describe this type of shoes, like shoes that are more like they're not sneakers. They're like open. How do I describe this? These are brown shoes, and they are more like sleeper vibes. That is for the outside. They are brown. They are slippery. They just like cover. They cover your toes, but not fully. You know, they have some openings, and they have the back like more than half of the shoe open, like for the back. I can't explain this, like what I'm seeing in my mind. But yeah, like EP style, more of an EP style for sure. I'm also seeing how do I describe this? Those wraps that people wear in their head. Like imagine a farmer girl that has those things in their head, like those wraps. How do I describe this? I wish I had the wording for this. I don't have the wording for this, but it's giving farmer girl, it's giving cottage lifestyle, it's giving fairy. Yeah, that is what it's giving. You might be starting to wear that style or see people start that style. Also, a lot of locks in their hair, like I don't know the name, dreadlocks. I don't know the name. Rastafari might be something like you may be someone with a lot of see someone with a lot of locks in their hair. Those piercings that make them ear bigger. I am missing so many words. I'm having so many images in my mind, but the words, I'm lacking words to describe them. Yeah, it's giving EP alternative fashion. You might be one that is thinking of wearing that more fashion. It might be you that is wearing that fashion, or it might be other people, or you seeing other people more wearing it, or you noticing more. What are the signs that my pile through is getting before they meet the one? There is something to do with yellow. You might see a yellow painting, like a big yellow painting. The color yellow. I'm seeing paint, yellow paint. This might be a painting. Yellow flowers as well, like seeing yellow. Okay, random message, but you might be hungover when meeting the one. This might be like the day after going partying and you are hungover, or like when you meet them, you might be a bit sick. You might be a bit like unwell, simply just like under the weather, nothing crazy, but also your stomach might hurt. Like, yeah, you might meet them in a time that you are more, yeah, or hungover or tired or even sick. They also, okay, this is random, but they also you might meet at a time where you're seeing a lot of elderly couples. Maybe you are seeing a lot of elderly couples that are really cute in the streets and they are holding hands and they're super cute and super loving and they kind of brings out hope within you. You see these elderly couples in the street and you're like, oh my god, this is so cute. They've been together for so long. That type of vibe. This is not for everyone, but this is for someone out there. You might meet this person when doing a trip to Italy, to the countryside of Italy, like where you have those fields of green and you can see everything. There are not many trees, but like you have those fields, like those vineyards of green. Yeah, this can be something like imagine. This is not for everyone, but I'm seeing this storyline of someone going to Italy, going to a vineyard, tasting wine, and maybe staying in this vineyard in Italy, you feel me, staying in this hotel or in this house, whatever, and you meet this person maybe in the hotel or exploring the vineyard after a day of tasting wine. That's a possibility for sure. Maybe you even go to part of Italy where they have those castles. Like those castles, not in the top of mountains, because that's not quite a mountain, but it almost looks like a mountain. I've been to Italy once. I'm like seeing those pictures in my mind. There is like those fields of green, many trees. You can see like the whole field. Usually, like there are a lot of vineyards, and you have those like not full castles, but like those little castles, those like old buildings like this one. It might be windy that day as well. What are the signs that my pale freeze can before I need to one? Yeah, a field of green is really prominent here. I'm seeing that a lot. I'm seeing a lot of fields of green, like a lot of green, but not many trees, like a field. It's not that it's plain. I don't see it plain. I see it like, yeah, it's giving Italy. It's giving Italy to the maximum. It might be another country that's as that, and I just don't know. I'm also seeing those farmer crops, those above views of like farming where you can see like those squares of water. Something in that area, you might be near some sort of farming and seeing those squares of crops. Yeah, this is also giving like there is a lot of wood, there is a lot of nature in this pile, a lot of wood, a lot of nature, a lot of those farmer type living, that simple living. You might be in this stage of life where you're exploring that, and you are maybe, for example, in a trip to Italy to discover yourself, to introspect, to reflect. You might be in this inner journey of self-reflection and introspection. Yeah, there is not a lot of modern life in this pile. You might be in a stage of your life that is more, yeah, like farm living, living in a house made of wood, using wood utensils, like not much technology, not many screens, not much modern life, more of like farming, fields of grain, wood, yeah. A fountain can also be a sign for you, like seeing a fountain of water, those fountains in the streets, like those old fountains from like ages ago that are like natural spring water. Those natural spring water that can be a sign for you. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with this message. If you like this video, give it a like, and if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings, they are super affordable, and they're my first link in description. Bye bye free.